Greetings. My name is Eric Lang, and this is the next installation of my YouTube channel, author Eric Lang. A little quiet today. I'm still recovering from being gone all week to Las Vegas for the AHR show. Still a little tired, but I am going to get this video in. And today's topic is the free association apocalypse. There's really two times that this rears its ugly head in project management. One, the first one is when you're doing the initial concept for a project, and there's discussions on what's to be included and overall definition of project scope. There's no cost at this stage of the discussion to add items to the scope. Like you can just sit in a meeting and say, I want it to be blue, and I want it to fly, and I want it to sing happy birthday when I ask for it. There's no cost to write those things into the scope. So it becomes a wish list exercise, hence the term the free association apocalypse. The other time this happens, and it's even worse, is when there is a project that gets reopened. So it's a project in execution, you're working on it, and then for any of a variety of reasons, a decision's been made to open up the scope. And a lot of times you'll see we're going to fix everything, or we're going to try to make it into something even more than the initial scope. And this is a combination of phenomena that are found in the book, but from a free association apocalypse standpoint, again, it's that the idea that no can't be said. And saying no in these situations as a project manager is very confrontational, potentially inflammatory. It can be unconstructive. Instead, approach it from a, why would this qualify for a yes? You know, when we're defining the scope of our new project, reopening the scope to make some changes, and we're adding things, the fundamental question that should be asked is, why does this qualify for yes? What value does this bring to the project that we need to put this in here? Kind of flip over the rock, shine a little light on this, rather than just letting everyone say, I want this, I want that, I want this, add these things in. Again, put some qualifications on it. As project manager, if you don't do that up front, these things will get written into the scope of the project. And a lot of times, in addition to what value it is, ask the question, what's it going to take to implement this? You know, if our goal is to have this project done in 18 months, and by adding all of these things in here, it becomes a 36-month project, we need to have a realistic understanding of what the priorities are. So ask what the value is. In other words, instead of saying no, say what is there that earns a yes for this. See that value that's inherent in it, and then also ask the question, how long is it going to take for us to implement this? And then ask what the priorities are. Do we do item 1, 2, 3? Are there items here that we're discussing in scope that are optional should we not meet our deadlines? So the goal is not to be confrontational. The goal is not to tell leadership they can't do it. That's an unconstructive approach. Really, the goal here is to associate risk and value with each of the items that's being brought in. And these things will help dissipate the free association apocalypse before it ruins your project and turns your scope into something that's completely unworkable. So keep those things in mind. Like any people-centric project management phenomena, awareness of it ahead of time is key. And then having a couple of different approaches here. The first couple times that you try these out, it'll be a little weird, but you'll very quickly get your feet on the ground as to how to implement this with your own organization and your colleagues and the contributors on your project, what the nuances are for your specific situation. But the fundamentals of that the people-centric project management phenomena exists, and by associating value and risk and priority and impact on delivery time, taking and associating those in that free association discussion that often happens at the beginning of a project, you can help improve project velocity and project delivery quality. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my video today, and we'll do this again next week. Have a great day.